Okay, this video is about holding the reins. The way you should hold the rein, in my opinion, or the ways that people use to hold the rein when they are riding horses. Now, we have three main ways of riding the horse. Two hands, like this. One hand, or two hands behind each other, like that. So, two hands, one hand, two hands behind each other. Three main ways of holding the rein. Now, we want to talk about each way and how you can hold the rein with it. Now, we start with holding the horse with two hands. Now, some people hold the reins by splitting the two sides. Like you have, imagine that you have two reins and you hold each side with one hand. So you are holding the horse like that, with two different sides. Each hand holds a side of the rein and has nothing to do with the other hand. So split the rein and hold the horse with both hands. Each hand is holding one side of the rein. The second one is making a big circle, and some show jumpers or flat racing jockeys do this move or this style, which is making a circle like that and holding the circle with two hands like that. So these two are split. This is the first one. One circle and hold the circle with two hands. This is the second one. The third one, in my opinion, which is the best if you are a true horseman or a good rider, is to give a circle to the left hand and the right hand is just giving the remaining. Like I hold a circle with my left hand like that. The right hand is not holding a circle. So the right hand will give the left hand and the left hand will collect. So you have one circle in one hand, the other hand is just collecting the rein. Like that. Or you have the circle in your right hand and you collect with the left hand. Like this. So the first way is holding the horse with two hands. You can split the reins and hold each side with one hand like that. Or make a big circle and hold the circle with two hands. Or make a circle in one hand and the other hand is just giving the other hand the remaining from the rein. So one hand is collecting, the other hand is giving, which is the best in my opinion, because if you think about it, if you are making a circle like that, or if you are splitting the reins, it's okay with a calm horse, with a cold horse, but if the horse gives you his neck, sometimes horses when they run away, they give you the neck instead of pulling the neck or pulling down. When he's giving you the neck, how can you collect the rein if you are splitting the reins like that? You will have to pull, and this is wrong. If you pull, your back will move and the horse will feel something and he will not be comfortable. So it's a wrong way to hold the horse by splitting the reins, in my opinion, especially with new horses. And it's wrong too to hold a circle and ride the horse with it, because with calm horses, cool horses, gentle horses, it's correct, it's right, it's perfect. But when you ride a new horse, he wants to give you the head, then pull down, then sleep on the bit, then give you again. He's moving. So you have to be light and move with him. So the best way, in my opinion, is to hold a circle in one hand, one fist, and the other one is giving. Put a circle in the left hand and the right one is giving, or put a circle in the right hand and the left one is giving. That's my opinion about two hands, riding the horse with two hands. So riding the horse with two hands has three ways or three main ways. Split the reins, hold a big circle with two hands, or make a big circle in one hand and the other one is just giving. One is giving, the other is collecting. The right is collecting and the left is giving, or the opposite. The right is giving and the left is collecting. So this is number one, which is riding the horse with two hands. Now, if you ride the horse with one hand, you have two main ways of riding the horse with one hand. You have this classic way, which is the best way in my opinion, which is holding both reins like that with your fists. And that way. This is the normal way of riding the horse with one hand. The other way is making a circle and holding the circle with one hand, like that. Collecting both sides under or inside your fist and hold it like that. Hold the reins with one hand. So hold one circle or hold it like that. So you have this position or this way or this style and this style when you are riding the horse with one hand. It depends on your way of riding. In my opinion, I think this one is better sometimes, and this one is better sometimes. But in a common general way, I will say that this one is better, in my opinion. Now, the third one, as I said before, is riding the horse with both hands behind each other, like that or like that. Of course, there is no styles or ways of doing that except one way, which is two hands behind each other, like that. Right in front of the left, or the left and right in front of the right. And it's a good way to collect the rein. Like if I want to collect the rein and make him move backwards, it's better than riding with one hand or two hands, like that. So it's good for collecting the rein sometimes. So three main ways: two hands, one hand, two hands behind each other. If you are riding the horse with two hands, you can split the reins, hold a big circle, hold one circle in one fist or one hand, and collect with the other hand, which is the best way in my opinion. If you ride the horse with one hand, you have two styles. Ride like this, which is the classic way, or make a big circle and hold the circle with one hand. If you are riding with both hands behind each other, there is only one way to do that, which is both hands or both fists behind each other. Right in front of the left, or left in front of the right. Now, some people or beginners ride the horse like that. Instead of holding the rein like that, or like that, they hold the rein like that. And that's a wrong way of holding reins, and even for beginners, they should not do it. It's a very, very wrong way of holding the horse. So, you should never hold the horse in that way, because if he gives you, how can you collect? Whenever he gives you the rein, you will have to pull. You see, when I'm pulling my left hand instead of collecting, my left shoulder is moving. And when my left shoulder is moving, the horse is feeling that my left shoulder is not connected to my right shoulder, so he wants to get rid of me and throw me off his back. But if I was holding it in the right way, I will pull the right side, then collect the remaining. Pull the right side, then collect the remaining. Pull the right side, then collect the remaining. So instead of pulling like that and moving your body, collect. Good riders never do this. Okay, my hand can reach to this point, but at the end, the remaining will go here. Like that. He's moving with me. See? If I want to move him left, collect. Pull as much as you can, but at the end, the remaining must go back to the other hand, to the right hand or to the left hand, the opposite hand. If you don't collect, you're not a good rider. If you keep pulling, that's a problem, because the horse will give you his neck, you will lose your balance, then he will throw you off his back. So collecting the rein is completely different than pulling the rein. When you stop, when you turn left or right or whatever, collect, do not pull. Even when you pull, okay, the remaining should go back to the right side. Like I'm pulling, then give back the remaining. Pulling, give back the remaining. He keeps moving, but if I do this move and keep pulling him with this horse, he's a trained horse, he will say okay. But if you ride a new horse and he sees that your shoulder, your left shoulder is not connected to your right shoulder, he will throw you off his back immediately, especially young horses when you are breaking them or starting them. So always collect what the horse gives you with his neck, with his mouth, instead of pulling. Pulling is always wrong and bad in my opinion. Collecting is the right thing to do, no matter what is your way of riding or what is your style of riding. So it depends on your style or way of riding. So that's my opinion about holding the rein when you are riding the horse. Of course, when I'm riding a horse that I already trained or started or broke or whatever, any disagreement, as I said before, any disagreement between me and the horse should lead to a stop. I'm moving towards the camera. When I reach to it, I will just collect the right side or the left side and he will stop. If I collect the left side, he will move back. If I collect the right side, he will move back again. So any disagreement leads to a full stop. Again, walking, collect the left side, just collect, not pull, just collect. He's moving back. So again, I'm moving forward, collect the right side, he's stopping. Collect it again, he will move back. So the secret is in collecting what the horse gives you and not pulling what he gives you. Because when you pull, he will pull back immediately, and horses always pull harder than you, stronger than you, and smarter than you. So always collect the rein instead of pulling. What is the difference between collecting and pulling? It's very simple. Pulling means the body will pull with the hand, not just the hand. If I am pulling and I reach to my belly, what should I do right now? What can I do? What are my options? Other than moving my back. That's wrong. But if I'm collecting, He keeps giving me, I'm collecting, no problem. See, he moves back immediately. So collecting means use the hands, never use the body to take what he gave you. Pulling means take what he gave you by using your body, which is the mistake or the problem or the wrong thing that all beginners do, and that's a very big problem in my opinion that people should not do. At least with time they should stop doing it. So that's my opinion about holding the reins when you are riding the horse. Two hands, one hand, two hands behind each other. Separate the reins, hold one big circle in one hand and collect with the other one. When you are riding the horse with one hand, classic way, or big circle and hold it with one hand. Never ride the horse in that way, in that style. It's wrong in my opinion because you can't collect the rein, which is completely dangerous, especially if you are riding new horses. And you can ride the horse with both hands by putting one hand in front of the other one and collecting what he gives you, then giving him a loose rein, whatever, and you do whatever you want. So that's my opinion about holding the horse when you are riding him. And of course, if you do it in the right way, any disagreement between you and the horse should always lead to a stop. When you are stopping, if he's a good horse, you train him in a good way, any disagreement will lead to a back, moving back, backwards, reversing, like I'm collecting, moving back. Although I am collecting in a wrong way, not in a right way, in a stupid way, but he's still giving me what I want. And that's what I want, even when I do something wrong or something not perfect at least, he will still give me what I want because he knows even when I do mistakes or wrong things, I can always do the right thing whenever I want. That means never face the mistake or the problem that I make by doing something wrong, because if you do that, I always know how to do the right thing again and control it. So with time he knows it. Even when you make or do a mistake or a problem, he says, I will not face a mistake by making another mistake, because I know that you can fix the mistake immediately, in the first way. So he will start to respond by stopping. Any disagreement between you and him should lead to a full stop. Arabian horse, warm blood or hot-blooded horse, very hot horse, and you made him reach that point. He's calm, watching, he's not doing anything. This is special. But when you ride a horse who is calm and cold already before you ride him, before you train him, what is the special thing about making him calm? He's calm with or without you. When you ride a hot horse and you make him calm with time, or you ride a cold horse and make him warm and hot with time, this is the special thing. You developed the horse, you made something special. So that's my opinion about this matter or this subject.